Are you ready?
I'm thirsty.
Light?
I need some water.
He's gonna get a drink.
Okay, go.
I'm kidding.
Alright,
Gotcha.
ready?
Ready.
Hello and welcome to episode 25 of season 2 of Ask Young Church. We're starting this back up. Really excited. We got a ton of questions. We got Joe here. We got Nick here. We got a TV screen. We got lights. This is a brand new season of Ask Young Church. How are we feeling? How are we feeling about this?
I'm feeling
Season
good.
2. We're gonna get these a little more consistent, maybe. Start doing these kind of weekly. So this is a show where we answer your questions using the hashtag AskYoungChurch, anywhere hashtags are taken. But also if you submit questions at Middle School Young Church or High School Young Church, we have a little question box. So that's how we're gonna do it. All right, let's get into the questions.
All right.
First question, I don't know if I can read it, is from Michaela Medina.
Okay, Michaela.
Michaela.
Hi, Michaela.
Michaela,
Welcome to the show.
do you
And Kayla. That's what I call her.
sleep with your door open or closed?
I sleep with my door open.
Do you really?
Yeah, I sleep with my door open
That's
because...
That is weird. That's alarming.
Really?
Yeah.
It says a lot about you.
Okay, so I think I sleep with the door open because I feel like I'm left out of the rest of the house. Even though there's no one else in the house, I still feel like I'm kind of left out.
Nope.
Unless my kids are being particularly loud or something. But for the most, if I'm alone, I sleep with the door open.
Always closed for us.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I close
It's
my
more
door.
contained. It's
Yeah.
like more safer.
Safer.
If somebody were to come in, they would have to open the door. For you, they just walk right
They
in.
just walk right in.
What about
I'm
the monsters?
actually just making this guy a little bit tired.
Yeah.
I'm tiring him out a little bit.
My
So I
defenses.
can wrestle him down and just...
Yeah. My defenses are not up. I need to reconsider.
They're not.
All right. There's the answer.
That's
Next
not
question.
This one actually really easily relates to that question since Edmund just said he's not ready. Our old coworker Jared, this question is from Kyle O'Bear. Who would win if Jared faced the team of Edmund and Nick in an MMA fight?
Like, wait, both of us?
Yeah, you two against
Fight
Jared.
Jared?
Kyle O'Bear.
Kyle O'Bear. Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
Kyle.
You're a great guy.
I don't know.
You know, this is one of
Disappointed in you
this
for
is
even
one-
asking that question.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ooh.
This is one of the things about the Ask Young Church show is that you get shout-outs, mad shout-outs on our super popular YouTube channel.
That's true. Hey, but follow-up question. Are cheap shots allowed?
Absolutely.
So it's me.
No, I don't know if I like that.
Well,
because
let's do both.
Jared,
Let's do both.
Jared cheap shots all the time.
Yeah. So it's me and you versus
So
Jared?
if you can do
Yeah.
cheap shots, who would win?
So if me and Nick versus Jared, who would win in an
Cheap
MMA?
shots are allowed.
I mean, I think even though he's a big guy, I think
Jared's just looking for an opportunity to kick us
Well,
where it hurts.
let's give a percentage of us winning. I think there's like a 50-50 chance we would win. Either Jared
I
would
think so.
because Jared gets one good hit in, and I think he's taken one of us out.
Yeah.
But if we can avert that, if we can avoid the first hit,
Well, we just need to like distract him with something too. It's
Yeah.
kind of like in the movies where the big like troll or something like that, or there's just a big guy. He's bigger, more muscular, could knock you out, but is much slower. So I need you to like dance around,
I can do that.
Well, Nick
and
gets
then
him.
while I just
While you just wind up.
yeah.
All right.
See, this is why he's prepared.
You heard it here
Closes
first.
his door.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, so easily Edmund and myself.
All right.
All right.
Next question.
All right.
Next question from Sean Romer. Dak or Zeke? Who do you? I'm just gonna kind of edit that a little bit. Who do you like better, Dak or Zeke?
It's an unfair question.
Well,
I don't know
let's let
Dak and
Edmund
Zeke
answer
for
first.
what?
Let Edmund answer.
I don't
first.
know who Dak or Zeke are.
All right,
Who are Dak or Zeke?
everyone that
It's not
watches
Dak
the
or
show
Zeke, it's
is now
Dak or
disappointed.
Zeke.
Who's Dak?
Dak Prescott.
No. You can't Google it.
Who's
right now.
Dak?
Dak
Well, I wanna
Prescott.
show them.
What do you
Hold on.
think
Who
it
do you
is?
think it is?
I don't know, a
Prescott
musician?
and
Oh,
Zeke.
Dak Prescott? Is this a football player?
Ooh,
There you go.
ooh,
Good job.
you're on the right
Dak
track.
Prescott and Zeke. Sticky hands.
Nope,
Zeke.
it's close.
Zeke sticky hands.
Zeke Catch 'em all Smith. I don't know.
He
What's
doesn't-
Zeke's last name?
Doesn't really catch him that much.
I'm going to have to go with Dak because he has a cool name.
Okay,
Who are you going for, Nick?
let's go with who you like. Who do you think is a better rookie player?
Yeah, that's a better question.
Who do you think is a better rookie player, Dak or Zeke?
It's a toss-up. It's like a... if you pick one, you'll get criticized,
Oh yeah,
and the other is the same thing.
because they're both great.
For Dak, you could say that he had a lot more pressure because he's got to lead this whole offense,
Right.
and he's in charge of the whole flow of the game.
Right.
With Zeke, he just gets to powerhouse. He doesn't have to control like the speed of an arm throw or something like that.
That's true.
And so like nerves don't really apply to Zeke because he just gets to powerhouse through it. I don't know. If I had to say, I would actually agree with the. What are you doing?
Dang it, it's not focusing. You'd agree with who?
I would agree with the
Me?
like,
You'd agree with me?
No, like
Dak?
the NFL awards. Like they picked Dak for rookie MVP.
Yeah, I think.
But Zeke walked up with him. That was really cool.
Yeah. Did
That
you hear
was
what he
sweet.
said too?
I would agree with the Dak thing. The Dak.
You hear what he said about that though? Of when he went up
Uh-uh.
with him, he said Dak was like, "Oh, you're right there, man. You catch it?
No, it just kind of like
Oh, dribble down."
All right, next question.
No, okay. So
Oh,
real
yeah.
quick, they said Dak said that he wishes he could cut the trophy in half and give the other half to Zeke because that's a team.
So they're
I
nice
would have
to
been like,
each other.
prove it. Do it right now.
They're nice to each
You
other.
won't break it.
All right, I think
Yeah,
we're
they're
gonna
brothers.
get. I think we're gonna get into more faith-related
They look like
questions
it.
now.
Yeah. So we got two faith ones to close up. How did we know about all these prayers? Did God tell us? And I think that they're referencing more of. Just like the Our Father, the Hail Mary, the Glory Be.
Oh.
Where did all these prayers come
How do
from?
we know those
How do we know
prayers?
they came to us?
Gotcha.
Did
Our
God
Father.
tell us these?
Where did it come from?
Well, the Our Father, the Our Father came from Jesus.
Christ. Last name Christ.
First name Jesus, last name Christ.
Middle name
So the disciples
We
asked
actually don't know.
Jesus.
I don't
Do you know where in the scriptures is that's in
Matthew.
Okay, yeah, Matthew.
Duh.
But do you know the verse, chapter and verse? I don't know. Okay, well, somewhere in
Actually, I don't know if it's in Matthew. Let's fact check this.
Phone.
you find it while I.
Hey, yeah, phone.
You have
So somewhere in the Gospels, the disciples asked
There's
Jesus
a Bible.
to teach him how to teach them to pray,
right there, middle.
and Jesus says, "This is how you are to pray," and then he says, "The Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name." So that's where that prayer comes from. Other prayers like the Hail Mary also comes from Scripture, but the Hail Mary is pieces of Scripture. So there are places in the Gospel of Luke where the angel Gabriel comes to Mary and says, "Hail Mary, full of grace," or "Hail, most favored one."
Right.
And so the Hail Mary is a few different Scripture verses put together.
Okay. Okay.
The Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women. Like that, all of that's from the Gospel of Luke.
Okay. Now, what about the Glory Be?
The Glory Be, the origins of the Glory Be. I'm not exactly sure on that one. Do you know about the Glory Be, Nick?
No.
What are the origins of the Glory Be? I believe that would just be something either from liturgy or from some type of tradition.
Here we are.
Okay.
I tried to say here we go, and here we are. Here we are.
Matthew.
Read it for us.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 5. And when you pray, you must not be like the hypocrites, for they love to stand and pray in the synagogues and at the street corners, blah, blah, blah. And in praying, verse 7, whatever. Verse 9. Pray then like this. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us our trust. I'm just saying the prayer now.
Yeah.
Should we pray this right now?
No.
Okay.
Wow. No.
So that's where the prayers come from.
Matthew chapter 6.
Some of them come from Scripture.
Starting at verse 9.
Some of them come explicitly from Jesus teaching them. Some of them come from just traditions in the church that their prayers that were written that we kept.
The Lord said,
So then to answer that one, did God tell us
Did God tell us?
about these prayers?
Kind of. I mean, some of them. Jesus.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm taking you to.
And then the Hail Mary, like God kind of said the words are written in Scripture, inspired by
Right.
God. So
well, Scripture we know as like written by human hand, but divinely inspired.
yeah.
So,
So in a way,
yeah.
In a way, God did.
boom.
God
Welcome.
told us.
Next question.
He did.
you're welcome.
Our next and final question. This causes for a lot of people to get angry. Do dogs go to heaven because God made them?
I'm gonna grab a slice of pizza.
It's just via.
Go for it.
I'm just buying time. Because
Oh, yeah. This is a tough question.
It's a very
You
tough
kind of
question.
have to ask: is our God a God that would reject one of His creations?
See,
You know, and so like when it comes to human persons like us, like it's not God that rejects us. You know, like if a man or woman would go to hell, it's like that person rejecting God.
Mhm.
And that's a big distinction. Animals can't do that. Animals can't reject God because they can't fathom or even begin to fathom a God.
Mhm.
So God has indeed created them just as He's created us. God would never reject us. And I still think that same principle applies to animals. God would never reject animals. And so, like, thus, I think I'm saying, for us to not be in heaven, we would have to reject God. But can an animal reject God?
How are you in heaven? And animals don't have souls technically. So then, what would your rebuttal be for that?
That's what I was
Or
going to
would
say.
you agree with it?
Well, that's what I was going to say is like, and again, this is a question that this is not, well, like, there isn't like an official church teaching that is authoritative and you're going to find in the catechism, because this is something that we're kind of like speculating. And there's two different things. One is that when Jesus returns to judge the living and the dead and everything, you know, it's like the end of time, quote unquote.
Right.
Everything, like heaven, there will be heaven on earth, right? Like, so earth itself is redeemed. And so like the new Jerusalem, quote unquote, like the church comes down on to earth in a way, like, or heaven comes down on earth in a way, at the end of time. So in some way, there's one idea that everything is caught back up and redeemed. All of creation is redeemed and brought back into heaven. So would there be animals in there? Not sure. But then the other question too of what you're saying, and I think St. Augustine and St. Thomas Aquinas they differ on it. One says there are souls, or that animals do have souls and therefore could be part of that new heaven and earth. Another one, I think, St. Thomas Aquinas thinks that they don't, so they wouldn't be there. So it's kind of like a question that like we just kind of have to wait to find out.
A third point here is like, does it matter like for you?
Exactly.
Does it change how you feel about God? If it does, then that's kind of weird.
Yeah. Maybe think about that. Maybe pray about that.
Think about that. You know, just like, oh, I'm not interested in this God because Fido will not be in heaven with me.
Fido.
Like, you might need to reevaluate some stuff.
And your concept of heaven, like if your biggest concept of heaven is that you get to hang out with your pet. You know, maybe
something's missing.
Yeah.
Here.
This Ask Young Church brought to you by Little Caesar. That's not really true.
That's not true at all. But you could win $15,000 if you do something.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
So send us more questions.
Share it with us, please.
Send us more questions anywhere. We read and reply to every comment. Follow us on YouTube, but also send us more questions. It could be about anything. We give you dating advice. We give you
got tons of that.
They're both married.
We give you faith-related answers to questions you have. We'll try to answer them the best we can.
That's right.
See you guys next time.
Later.